Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 3v3 match on the map The Hills Have Eyes. I'm playing as the Allies in the bottom left hand side. The middle team, the green team, is playing as Soviets, and the orange team on the right is playing as the Allies also. Personally, I think the bottom left place is the hardest position to play on this map. The reason for that is because of the lack of ore. I do have an ore field right next to my base, but it's quite small compared to the other ore patches, and also the team to the right of me also tends to use that ore patch, so it will run out more quickly. My strategy is going to be in this game to move to expand up to the top part of the map where there's another ore patch, so I don't run out of money. Thing is, the opposing team is not going to sort of just let that happen. They're going to try and stop me, so we'll have to see how that all works. So what the plan is I'm going to build about 14 tanks and an MCV, and I'm going to build a naval yard because I will transport my tanks and my MCV across the water. You can go through the middle, but for those of you who play this game, this map a lot, you'll know that there's civs in the middle, and that will cause a lot of damage to my tanks, which won't be helpful when the opposing teams try and stop me from building the base. So I'm just getting my second ore refinery down, and after I get that down, and you can see, as I was talking about earlier, the civs are coming down from the middle. And they do come down and attack bases, and they're very, very strong. As you can see, one of them's just took out half the health of my ore refinery. One of the important things on this map is you have a Soviet player on your team, because the Soviets can produce dogs, and dogs can eat the civs. So the person who plays Soviets has an important role on the team to build dogs and to protect Allied teams from those civs. Allied teams can defend against the civs. We can use tanks to kill the civs. We can also build walls because the civs can't get through walls. The AI aren't smart enough in this game to know you have to destroy walls if you want to get through them. Now I'm getting my service depot down for my MCV. And I'm going to also build a naval yard to get my transporters to go across the water. I don't have to worry too much about other ships, opposing ships on the water, because the other team were playing as Soviets, and they were playing in the top left. So they're quite a bit away from the water. Doesn't mean they couldn't expand the base there if they wanted to, but Soviets don't tend to fare too well in naval wars, so there wouldn't be much point in that. And I have played against this player that's playing against us before. He does tend to build planes, not boats or submarines. So yeah, got a bit of an advantage there because he seems to play very similarly each time in the same position as well. Which sort of gives... He's played against me, so he knows what I do. Probably not from this position, no. That's the problem with always playing the same position and using the same tactics, is other players who've played you before know exactly what you're going to do. And they will come up with a strategy to try and counteract that. Because if they build planes, that's probably going to make it easier for me to build another base. As long as it doesn't get destroyed by the planes, that is. I'm going to need to build a barracks. I'm going to need to build some rocket troops. Right, I've got my third transporter, which is my final one. So I'm going to try and get that loaded up as soon as possible, ASAP, and get over there as quick as possible, because I want to get there before they've built massive armies. We'll have to see if they've got a welcoming party for me as well on the bottom, because sometimes people put a few tanks there just for a guard and just to let them know what's going on. I'm also building a war factory, because as soon as I get there, I'm going to want to plant that war factory down and start producing tanks. I'm fairly confident there's no other Yep, there's no other ships on that water. Else that would have been a costly error. Ooh, there's a crate. Would have preferred money, but yep, so as you can see, there's actually no one here, so that's worked in my favour. I'm going to get my construction yard down and my war factory, and it appears that there's no one here yet. I'm sure it won't be long before they come to attack. I'm quite surprised actually they haven't got some dogs in that little gap there. Usually you produce dogs to help protect from civs. So I'm just getting my... this isn't good. Looks like my ore refinery's gone. And also my tanks have got... You can see how much damage they've actually done to my tanks. That's not quite what I wanted to start off with. I'm just going to put my ore refinery, my ore truck there for now. Because I don't want it going to the bottom to unload. I'll just put my medium tanks on hold while I build my next ore refinery, because as you can see at the bottom, if you look at the radar, the ore is running out there, so I'm going to need to be, I'm going to want to get some income coming in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block that gap with a wall. That's the only things the allies can do, apart from shooting them with tanks and using pillboxes. But pillboxes you do lose quite a lot of pillboxes against civs.
Building. Unit ready. Construction.
So that'll provide a little bit of defence. I am very surprised I haven't been attacked yet.
Building.
I'm going to build a barracks. I haven't actually built one yet. And I'm going to build some rocket troops, because as I said earlier, the team at the top left usually use planes. So that's going to... I'm going to need some air defence.
Repairing. Unit ready.
You can also build an information centre and put up radar jammers.
Training. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
So I'm just putting another ore refinery down there. Going to build some turrets. They're really good for defending against tanks. Not so good against infantry though, but that's more pillboxes. But at this stage of the game, I'm fairly certain they will be taking tanks to attack me. Or rocket launchers or something like that anyway.
Cancel. Building. Construction complete.
Yeah, just look and check it. Oh, that's the other team. They've got a lot of planes, it appears, and that's actually cost them quite a lot, because they did lose quite a few planes and they didn't destroy the targets they wanted to. So that's going to cost them quite a bit, and also on the way back as well.
Unit ready. Training.
And that's quite good, because I've cost them a lot of... yep, light blue have come to attack me. I was expecting this a bit earlier, but you can see it's quite hard for them to attack me where I am, because I have to go through that narrow gap, so it creates a bit of a bottleneck, which means they're losing, and they seem to be focusing more on the buildings rather than tanks. And if you look on the right, you can see green are making their way up to attack like blue, so they've basically left the base completely undefended, and this will cost them a lot. So I think I can safely say, as long as green don't do anything stupid, we should be... light blue should be taken out. And you can see yellow coming from the other side. They won't have as big as army as green, because we can see how much they've focused on aircraft. And they've taken out my barracks, so I can't build other rocket troops. Yeah, and my construction yard is in I haven't got any money, that's a problem. Else I'd repair it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm pretty sure that's going to go soon. Yep. It's gone, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight up and attack the yellows. I've still got the ore refineries at the bottom, so I'll still have some money going in. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to build another MCV, and then I'll be able to build ore refineries on top again.
On hold. Cancel.
Yeah, you can see light blue have been destroyed by green, so that's game over for them.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
And the problem with building planes is you leave yourself vulnerable to a tank attack.
Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
So you can see how few tanks they had to defend, and because light blue have been taken out there,
Acknowledged.
yeah, it's pretty much...
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
just walking through the base, destroying it.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Just taking out the ore refineries so they don't have any, so they have money problems, and also the construction yards. You can see they've actually got a Tesla coil there now. I'm just taking out the power plants so they can't use it. Also power plants, if you lose power you start to build things slower. Seems like the Tesla coil's powered up again. So I'll need to destroy the other power plants. And green have come to join me. Yeah, one of the issues is the strength of the civs in this game. They're just insanely strong, which makes it actually quite costly when you're destroying a base, because they have all these. Yeah, you can see they've got like civs firing Tesla, some fire nukes. Just one more building to get rid of the yellow team.
Unit lost.
And I've built another MCV now, so I'll be able to get my ore refineries, although there's not much point now. I think it's pretty much over. Yep, Red have surrendered. They've resigned, so yeah, that's game over for them.
Mission accomplished.
Right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.